cafes around Australia, chia pudding has become really popular. And yes, you can go to a cafe to have it, but it's really nice to make at home and super simple to do. So I've got 1/3 of a cup of chia seeds here, and this is a mixture of white and black chia seeds. There's no taste difference, there's no nutritional difference, but what I like about this is the colour of them once they start to expand. So chia seeds these days can be bought at all supermarkets in the health food section, and they're a really great source of protein. They're going to keep you full, so it's a fantastic way to start the day. Now this is really great to do the night before because it'll take 6 hours to expand. So what I've just added then is about 250 millilitres of coconut milk. I'm also going to use coconut water. I really think that the combination of both gives you a lighter consistency at the end. So we're going to use about 1/2 cup of coconut water there. Perfect. And it seems like a lot of liquid, but the chia seed are going to double in size. So just give it a mix. At this stage, you can add some flavourings and some sweetness. So I'm going to add just a small amount of maple syrup because I love the flavour of it. You could also use some honey, or agave syrup is fantastic too. And just for a hint of spice, I'm going to add some cinnamon. So we'll add that now while it's still really wet, and you'll see how much this changes once it's been rehydrated. So now, once you've given that a mix, a little bit of cling wrap here, and now that goes in the fridge, and that's pretty much all the preparation there is to the chia seed. So it's so easy to do. I'm going to take this opportunity now to make my crunchy topping. Now, I've got a variety of nuts here, macadamia nuts, a delicious Aussie nut, and I've got some Aussie almonds too. So I'm going to mix this together. This is crucial, I think, to this chia seed pudding because the texture and the crunchiness of the nuts really makes this a special dish. So we're going to combine these together, and I'm just going to run the knife through it. I want this to be different sizes, not small pieces. I want a mixture of both. So I'm going to run the knife through it 3 or 4 times. And here, the almonds in particular, I like to leave the skin on them just like this because these have more fibre and I like the taste of them and the colour. Look at that, they look fantastic. All right, that bit's ready. Also, I'll get my fruit ready. So I've got a passion fruit. I'm going to cut that in half. With a passion fruit, I find it so much easier to cut with a serrated knife because it grips onto the skin. And I'm going to leave these in halves and put them on the plate like this just for presentation. And the smell of them, just spectacular. I've got a banana here. We'll just slice this. Use whatever fruit are in season and what you have in the fridge. Also some beautiful grapes. Look at these plump, vibrant black grapes here. I'm just going to take a handful off, and you can leave them whole, but I'm going to cut some of them in half just so I can reveal the beautiful inside of them and leave the rest of them whole. And some gorgeous raspberries and some strawberries. And now it seems like there's a lot of ingredients here, but I would do a shop on a Sunday and have all these ingredients to make breakfast throughout the whole week. Cut them in quarters here. Look at the colours here. You just know this is going to be so healthy, so good for you. So now I'll get the pudding out. Wow, have a look at this. You can see that it's completely expanded. It's thickened up nicely. And that's why you do want to leave it for a minimum of 6 hours so it can really transform like this. It's become soft. I love chia because the texture is so unusual. Now you can plate this up in many different ways. I'm just going to show off a little bit and show you how I like to do it, especially when I have my friends coming around. So I like to get a nice big spoonful, and you can see that consistency. If you just use the coconut milk, it may be a little bit stodgy. By using the water there too, you get this perfect consistency. So I'm going to put a big dollop. There's probably about 2 dessert spoons there. This is going to keep you full, so this is really all you need for this. And some yogurt. I've got some Greek yogurt here, so we'll just pile a big dollop of that on the side there. This is non-flavoured yogurt. If you want to flavour it afterwards because some of the yogurts out there have so much sugar in it. I prefer you to get a plain yogurt and then add some sugar to it, or just use natural sugars from all these gorgeous fruit here. So now I'm going to start building on this, and we'll add some of our fruit on top and around. Don't forget those berries and passion fruit that can just sit straight in there. You can see how gorgeous and vibrant it's looking now. I'm getting really excited. And now just a little drizzle, a very small amount of the maple syrup there. And for our crunchy topping there, the macadamia and almonds. And be generous with this. You want that just to fall over the top. And pepita seeds, beautiful on top. They look fantastic. Look at that colour. And because I still have a little bit of cinnamon here, a pinch of cinnamon on top. That for me is a very special breakfast. It looks cafe quality, but it's made at home and it's done with ease.